you have learned the last module. In that module, you have learned the definition of magnetic effect of electric current and Oersted's experiment. Today, we are going to discuss about magnetic field and field lines. Here, I am explaining these terms by considering a bar magnet. You can see the picture of a bar magnet here. It has two poles, North Pole and South Pole. Also you can see some lines around the magnet. These lines represent the magnetic field around it and are called magnetic field lines. Magnetic field. Magnetic field is defined as the space around a magnet where its force of attraction or repulsion is felt. We can obtain the magnetic field produced by a bar magnet in two ways. The first method is by using iron fillings. If we sprinkle a thin layer of iron fillings around a strong bar magnet, the iron fillings arrange themselves in a pattern. The magnet exerts a force in the region surrounding it. Therefore, the iron fillings experience this force, and this force makes iron fillings to arrange in a pattern. Children, now you will understand how do we get the magnetic field lines around a bar magnet using iron fillings. Iron fillings are very small pieces of iron that look like a light powder. Since iron is a magnetic material, it experiences the force produced by the bar magnet. The iron fillings are very often used in science demonstrations to show the direction of magnetic field. In this method, we have to keep a strong bar magnet at the center of a white paper fixed on a drawing board. Then we have to sprinkle some iron fillings uniformly around the bar magnet. Then we can notice that the iron fillings arrange themselves in a pattern as shown in the figure. This is due to the force exerted by the magnet around it. Therefore, the iron fillings also experience this force. The force thus exerted makes iron fillings to arrange in a pattern. And these lines along which the iron fillings align themselves represent the magnetic field lines around this bar magnet. So the magnetic field is represented by magnetic field lines. In the second method, we can draw the magnetic field around a bar magnet by using a magnetic compass needle. For that, we have to place a bar magnet in the middle of the paper. Trace the outline of the magnet so that you can put it back in the same position if it is misplaced. Place the compass at one pole of the magnet and mark a dot in the direction shown by the compass arrow point. Move the compass so that the base of the arrow is at the dot you have just made. Now, make a new mark where the tip of the arrow is pointing this time. repeat this until you reach the other end of the magnet. Then connect the dots. You will get the magnetic field lines. You can do the same process again by starting from a different spot as you done before and follow the same procedure. In this way, you can draw as many lines as you can for both ends of the magnet. This will give you an accurate representation of magnetic field lines. Children, we have seen that we can represent the magnetic field by using magnetic field lines. You have seen two methods of representing magnetic field lines in the case of a bar magnet. The first is by using iron filling and the second is by using a magnetic compass needle. We can draw these lines around a bar magnet. Therefore, magnetic field lines are straight or curved lines. The tangent at any point on the magnetic field line gives the direction of magnetic field at that point. Magnetic field is a vector quantity, that is, it has both direction and magnitude. Now we will discuss the properties of magnetic field line. The first property is the field lines are directed from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. We are discussing the properties of magnetic field lines, and in the first property we already told that the field lines are directed from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. The second property is they are closed and continuous loops. And the third property is the degree of closeness of the field lines shows relative strength of the magnetic field. That means if the magnetic field is stronger, the field lines will be closer there, and when the field lines becomes loosened, it represents a weak magnetic field or the strength of the field decreases. And the next property is parallel and equidistant magnetic field lines shows uniform magnetic field. And the last property, the field lines do not intersect each other, because if they intersect, then at the point of intersection, the compass needle would point towards two directions, which is not possible. That means at the same point, it will be showing two directions for the magnetic field. That is never possible. So, the field lines never intersect each other. So, today we are concluding the topic by this portion. Okay, and we have learned about the field and the field lines.